The following announcement has been paid for by
the ENN Podcast.
He has a good energy, you guys.
Can you feel
Sport.
that excitement?
And also,
Wearing the merchandise, wearing the hats.
Is what I'm seeing for real?
Wild here live from Lincoln Financial. Yeah, come on.
I can't wait till this video's over so I can say its name anymore.
Music.
Wow.
Man, again, and I hate to do this again, but these are deep.
What the hell? What is that? Whoa! What the hell?
And more.
What's his next book gonna be called? Got you cocksucker! I did not see that coming.
No cold open. Let's get right into it. Welcome back, everybody, to another edition of the ENN Podcast. I am professional wrestler Chris Wild, live from bar 4133, and it has been weeks since I have graced this YouTube channel. For that, I am sorry. I have been doing some stuff on my TikTok channel. You can find it Wild Entertainment. Just look me up under Chris Wild. And there's been a reason. It's been hard to get motivated after last season. It's been hard to get motivated, I'm going to be honest, to do these videos with life going on around me, with so many things going on around me. It's just been hard to get motivated for this football team, a team that was 8-1 before tonight. How is it hard to get motivated for that? Well, last year we played a cake schedule. We blew out teams. I mean, Jalen looked great every game. The offense looked great every game. I mean, it was a cakewalk almost to the Super Bowl. So you get into this year and it's a little bit harder and it's a little bit tougher, and they're grinding out ugly victories against the Cowboys, a game where any win against the Cowboys I would normally be dancing in the streets over. It didn't feel as great because the Cowboys almost won that game right at the end. I mean, there's so many different things that could have happened. And now we get to Monday Night Football. We get to Monday Night Football the Monday before Thanksgiving. After waiting 2 weeks after the Eagles bye week, after waiting and watching the Cowboys destroy shitty teams like the Giants and the Panthers, and watching the Lions barely beat the Chargers, San Francisco, again, blowing out bad football teams, you start to wonder about your team. And then Monday night comes and it's the Eagles versus the Chiefs. Super Bowl rematch. Now look, win or lose, the Kansas City Chiefs are the Super Bowl champions from last year. They're not going to give us the Super Bowl trophy. They're not going to give us any rings if we win tonight. That wasn't going to happen. So it wasn't a revenge game for me. It never was about revenge for me. This was about beating Andy Reid. This was about beating the coach that I watched during my childhood, the coach that I went and saw so many games, the coach that had us winning and kind of brought us out of that cellar dweller type fan base. We were actually in a Super Bowl with Andy Reid. Now, we didn't win, of course, but we were still there. Some great years under Andy Reid. He goes to Kansas City a couple years go by, gets Pat Mahomes, beats us in the Super Bowl last year, won the Super Bowl before that. He's one of the greatest coaches of all times. It was about beating him, finally, getting that monkey off our back. That's what it was about, finally beating Andy Reid. And tonight it happened. Tonight I'm motivated, and I will stay motivated. This football team, and I've just come to the conclusion, and I'm so good with this, because this is kind of like life, right? It doesn't matter how. You win as long as you win. And that's what the Eagles do. They find a way to win. They just continue to find a way to win. Tonight, I didn't think it was going to happen. I mean, look how the game started. The offensive line, which is normally our rock, the offensive line was just letting Jalen get his ass kicked. Jalen Hurts was getting thrown around left and right. 5 sacks on Jalen Hurts. He wasn't sharp. Interception that should have been a touchdown, miscommunication between him and A.J. Brown. Things were just not good. The defense was doing like the defense does and kind of letting Kansas City go up and down the field, stopping them when they needed to, let up an easy touchdown. It did not look like this was a game that the Philadelphia Eagles were going to win. And you know what? People would have said, well, it was in Kansas City. The conditions were bad. Still doesn't do anything as far as their NFC standings. Hey, let's just get back to business, beat Buffalo next week. All we really got to worry about is the 49ers and the Cowboys. But no, the Philadelphia Eagles found a way to win. Look, Brian Johnson, man, someone needs to sit him down. They need to sit him down, and someone needs to talk to this dude, because he does shit that doesn't work. And when they do work, and I know how it is, but it doesn't work, you want to kill him. When it does work, he gets no credit. No. When Jalen Hurts scored off that quarterback draw. Before it, I said this better not be a draw. And it was, and he scored. Because Jalen Hurts is Jalen Hurts. 9 times out of 10, that play doesn't work. The screen game was not working. DeAndre Swift being DeAndre Swift made a couple of those work. But there were crucial times in this game where the play calling was just so bad. But I'm not going, Brian, I swear, I'm not going to knock you out of that chair right now. I'm happy that you guys won, but things might need to change. As far as the defense goes, the defense kept the Eagles in this game. Look, they did. I mean, tweeted some stuff about the defense, but they absolutely kept the Eagles in this game. Made Travis Kelce fumble the ball. Sorry, Taylor Swift. Probably should have been there. Held Mahomes in check. Marquez Vandig, Scowling, whatever. Again, I'm excited. I'm sorry. Dropped an easy touchdown. Pat Mahomes couldn't have put it any better than he did. Christian Watson let one go through his hands. But that's the game. The Eagles defense did their thing. Even in face of adversity, even in face of being gassed because the offense was going 3 and out, left and right, the Eagles defense kept them in the game. The offensive line kind of got a little bit stronger. They only let up those 5 sacks, didn't let up another sack in the second half. The Eagles defense, a shutout in the second half. You can't ask for better against Pat Mahomes, one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time, against Pat Mahomes and Andy Reid, one of the greatest coaches of all time. The Eagles finally beat them. They're 9-1. They continue to find ways to win. It's not pretty. I don't care if it's pretty. I don't care. 9-1 is 9-1. At the end of the day, if you win the Super Bowl by just winning the Super Bowl, it doesn't. No one looks at how many points or if it's pretty or if it's a blowout. It's just the fact that you won. And that's what we're all that's what I forgot. That's what we're all kind of forgetting. We kind of forgot that a win is a win is a win. And the Eagles win this football game 21-17. Again, wasn't pretty, ugly most of the game, but they come out with a victory. And they are still, as far as that record shows, and you know what? Screw it. They're the best football team in the league. They are the absolute best football team in the league. Because when it comes down to it, they find a way to win. Jalen Hurts, not the best game. Didn't need it. Didn't need it today. Because his defense came to play when they needed to play. Hold the Chiefs to 17 points. Probably should have been 14. But the Eagles win the game, guys. I will be back with more videos. I promise it won't be 2 weeks before I do another one. Had some things happen in my life that I had to get settled, had to get straightened out. We're now moved in and ready to roll. Eagles win. They're 9-1. Finally beat Andy Reid. And it feels so good. I might turn on some Taylor Swift, and I might dance, and you will find that on TikTok. I'll see you guys later. Stay safe, stay healthy. Go Birds, and I'll see you later.
Think I didn't see you, there were flashing lights. At least I had the decency to keep my nights out of sight. Only rumbles by my hips and thighs, and I whispered sighs. Oh Lord, I think about jump.
E-A-G-L-E-S, Eagles! E-A-G-L-E-S, Eagles!
I need Eagle Nation to stand.